Hi, I'm Alicia, Head of Marketing for Australian Skills Institute, and today I'm here with Jake Molon. He's going to share his story about his journey so far with us. Good morning, Jake.
Good morning.
How are you?
Not too bad, how are you?
Good, thank you. So can you tell me a little bit about where you've come from?
I came from the Philippines and I lived there for 23 years and
Wow.
I've been staying here in Australia almost 4 years.
4 years?
4 years, and it's going to be 4 years in June of this year. So it's been a long ride from the Philippines to Australia, and so far I've been enjoying it. Yeah.
Amazing. Why did you leave the Philippines?
Actually, it was the plan of my parents. They planned on migrating here in Australia because they thought that there are a lot of opportunities here, and once the chance of migration showed up, they just immediately grabbed it, and me and my brother as well came with them. So yeah, I'm happy that they made that decision because Australia has been so good and great to us.
Oh, that's really good. What were you doing in the Philippines? What training, had you undertaken any training?
Back in the Philippines, I did IT.
Yeah.
And for 4 years, and after I arrived in Australia, I studied Cert 3, and I did some of Cert 4 IT as well, just to back up my studies. And I reckon it helped me a lot with my employability, both recent and in the future.
Yeah, awesome. So you had just done the Australian course just to make sure that your qualification was to Australian standard?
Yeah, correct, that's it.
Yeah.
Because
amazing.
I think the Australian educational system is one of the top-notch in the world, and it could be recognized internationally. So when I had the chance to take it, then I took it.
You took it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Are you working currently?
Currently I'm working at AANNT, a regulatory body here in the NT that takes care of the apprenticeships. Yeah. And what I do is when the apprentice is done and is ready to sign off, I do a sign off. So.
Oh, that's pretty amazing. You get to see so many young people fulfill their qualification.
Correct. It's very fulfilling.
So you said you've done your Cert 3 in IT in Australia. Are you using that qualification in your workplace at the moment?
I am, even though it's my work as the moment is in the office. I was a designated IT specialist in our office, so every time some have minor issues with IT, I get called up and I do my best to help in my own way, and if it doesn't get fixed, I escalate it to our supervisor.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, but every day there's some minor issues here and there, and I try to help them in my free time, so yeah.
You wouldn't have much free time though with the workload of...
Yeah, but I try to accommodate everybody as much as I can, because IT is my qualification, so I try to use it once in a while.
Yeah. And you hope to go finish your Cert 4 down the track, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be helpful for me, for my employment in the future. And all in all, I really want to finish Cert 4.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Good work. So what have you got out of, I guess, training in Australia and your workplace? What's been the most beneficial thing?
What I got from studying in Australia and being employed in Australia is the high standard of education and professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
And from the time I was studying at uni, doing my Cert 4 and Cert 3, until now, my employment in AA, and until what I can say is that they really back you up and they support you from day one. So that's what I can say about, all in all, employment and the studies in Australia, is that they back you up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's been the most difficult thing, I guess, coming from the Philippines to Australia? There's some cultural differences and whatnot. Correct. What's been the most difficult to adjust to?
I think for me it was the culture, because it's way different culture from the Philippines and Australia, and the language. Filipino are used to listening to English language because I think the media shown it are majority is American English language. So when it came here, it was a difficult thing for me because especially the slang, some slang, Aussie slangs, I have a hard time. But I got used to it. I just did it by talking to people, and just one great help for me was at uni.
Yeah.
I mingled with other nationalities as well, some Aussies, some other nationalities all throughout the world. So it helped me cope up with the culture difference and the language difference. And I've been staying here for almost 4 years, and everything's been fine. I can't say I'm already like settled in, but yeah, that transition between the Philippines and the Aussie for me is sweet. It's like seamless.
It's been pretty good.
It's been pretty good, yeah.
Awesome. Would you encourage other Philippine students to undertake an Australian qualification?
In my opinion, yes. I would encourage my fellow Filipino student to undertake Australian certificate, mainly because if you have a chance to undertake a qualification that is internationally recognized, especially in Australia, if you finish something here in Australia, you could use it majority of the countries, like you would be recognized. So if you have a chance to take it, then I would suggest you take it and do their best. And because if you have qualifications here in Australia and you find employment, then it could be beneficial for you and your family. You can take your family over here. It's one of those incentives of doing good in studies and employment here in Australia. So you have a chance to bring your family relatives here.
Yeah.
And live a good and better life.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us today about your story or your journey so far?
What I'm gonna say is, so far my journey here in Australia has been pretty good. I couldn't say any more. It's been good, been great, and what I can say is to my Filipino kababayans over there in the Philippines that if you have ambitions to take a Australian certificate, then just do it because the opportunity is there. All you have to do is do good, do great, and think about the future, because once you have a certificate, an Australian certificate, and your employability rises and a lot of windows opens up. So all the Filipinos over there who have ambitions, just do good, and good luck.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time today, Jake.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's been great to hear your story. All the best, I guess, with finishing off your Cert 4 in the future and your employment.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, Jake.
No worries.